Hello, sister friends. Hi, hi, hi. Whoo, what a crazy day I've had today. My goodness. All right, my hair is blowing all over the place. Well, I didn't look at this beforehand, clearly. All right, we'll just do that. Okay. Good to see you. This is it. Season finale. Season 18. Last one. Apologize, my nails do not match my top, but I went to a celebration of life ceremony today. It was outside, quite warm. Had to get rid of that shirt. Sweating in it. So, running out of tops that match these nails. And I can't get in until Monday. Because he was booked all this morning, and then I had to go to that thing, and then I had this tonight, and he's not open on Sunday, so we're just going to keep pushing through. Okay. More than you needed to know. Let me go to the chat, say hello to everybody, and then we're going to start watching episode 18. Okay. Should I do housekeeping first? Let me say hi to some people. Or I'll do housekeeping first, because it may just come up in there really quickly. I just posted a video that you can watch after this live. Don't everybody leave the live. I've been working on it. I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I had no idea it would take that long. I thought it was probably close to midnight. I looked at the clock and it said 2:57. I'm like, what? What time is it? YouTube has been encouraging channel memberships and getting us to do it. And they're like, we'll give you this support and I'll be your coach and blah, blah, blah. And I finally decided to bite the bullet and do it. So that's what took so long. And then I threw together right before I went to the celebration of life ceremony today, or get together. It wasn't even a ceremony. It was a get together, social event, in lieu of a funeral. And it was, I put up a video. I hope it's okay. I didn't even proof watch it. And the only reason I've been rushing to get this out is because tomorrow is the premiere of the show, and I thought that might tie into one of the membership levels if I can make everything work. It's like the blind leading the blind. So where all this support's going to come from that they're promising, I'm not sure. Not here yet. So we'll work through it together. Anyway, I can go over the details of that at the very end of this live if you want. But let me say hello to some people so we can start watching this episode. Okay, switch my chat to live chat. Everyone change your chats from top chat to live chat. And mine starts right at 7. So everyone that was chatting before 7 o'clock, and I know some of you were in here because I ran in here to turn my stuff on. I apologize if I don't catch your name, but we have Lynn Skinner, hello, and thank you for being here as a moderator. Angie Burdett, hello, and first time, stumbled upon and hooked. Yay! Welcome, Angie. Not Davina, LaShonda 403, Lisa Owens here, Monica Miller's here. Hello, everyone. She's in Alabama. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. SOS. Shout out, sister friend. Give me a thumbs up, please. Helps the algorithm. Costs you nothing. All right. Hello, everyone from Ethel. Morticia's here again. Hello, Morticia. Danielle Lazar. Connie Galassi. Hello, from Florida. Super Tiffy Lynn was the SOS thumbs up number 51. Excellent. All right, Lisa Lehman, you really like it. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, blessings always. That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay. Let me see, who else do we have here? Julianne Kenkel, good to see you again. Okay. Countdown clock was on seconds. I think I may have logged in a couple minutes after the countdown clock ended because I was running to, you don't need to know. I tell you too much stuff you probably don't care about anyway. Hi, Michael Alice. Michaelis, I'm sure I'm slaughtering it. You were number 30 in the likes. Thank you. Sky Blue 1313 was number 56 in liking. Hello, everyone. Jeanette Cantrell was number 62. Hello. SOS. Hello, everyone, says Carol Davis. Nat Davina was number 53. Mama Squirrel. Hello. Good to see you. Robin's eyebrows crawling all over the place. Okay. Yeah, on that thumbnail, isn't it? Okay. Vicky Glennon. Hello, Australia. Welcome. I am so glad that you're here. Okay. I have to change my little chat here. Okay. Sky Blue 1313. I think I said hello already, but just in case. Sherry Pazik. Hello. Good to see you again. Angie Burdett. I think we saw you already. Brooks. Hello. Karen Dillon. She was like number 67. Hello. Black Swan Gothica was 119. We're at over 100 likes already. You guys are awesome. Awesome. That's all I can say. Awesome. Sister friends, rock. All right. Vicki Glennon, hello. Denise Cody. Yeah, I'm glad you made it to a live too. All right. Laura Vath, hello. And you're so funny. Thank you. Oh, goodness. It's easy. All you have to do is respond to Cody. He's just, it's like softballs, and I can just hit him. So easy. All right. Anyone could do it. Renee, hello. And sister wife number 68 in the likes today. Hello, Jenny. Elizabeth Murphy was number 20. Early on enterer. Okay. Ethel recommends a fly swatter. Can't hurt. All right. Got to go back up. My chat freezes and then I have to kind of like reboost it. Monica Miller, hello. All right. Don't always make it. Love your show. Love all the sister friends. Everyone's awesome here, right? Awesome, awesome. Ian Howe, hello. Why does it keep getting stuck? It's frustrating me. There's a country song in there somewhere. Penny Jonas, hello. Welcome to your first live. Glad to have you here. All right. Thelma Strickland, good evening. She was number 46 in hitting the likes. Whatever like you were, let us know when you hit that like button. All right. Welcome, Penny. Trish Lukic, number 75. That's a good number. All right. Lori Carrad is here. Hi, Lori. Thank you for moderating. I appreciate you. Cat, yeehaw. You missed it last night, but you're here from Nova Scotia today. So excited to have you, Cat. Number 78. That's amazing. All right. Monica Miller. Did I say hello yet? If I didn't, hello. Scarlett, good to see you. Tracy Fractured History and more. Good to have you back. All right. I think I'm catching up. Lashonda 403. First time in a live. Welcome. The sister friends here are all very welcoming. You'll enjoy it. Cindy, hello. Cindy Folsom says hi to everyone. Dee Dee's here. Good to see you, Dee Dee. She was number 93. Okay. Angie Burdett says, I got a question not related to this season, but tell me if you've discussed the episode where Kody sucked his own spit back into his mouth during the COVID test. I have not. We have not gone over that one. I don't know what season that is, but I think we will continue on through all the talkback, lookbacks, and one-on-ones in season 18 at the same time that season 19 is airing. And that'll probably get us most of the way through. And then I might just start back at season 1. I wasn't going to do it, but I went back and I looked at the poll the other day that I had posted, and the majority of the people did want that. I have smudges on my glasses. Excuse me. So I don't know why I ignored that information, or maybe in the poll it changed over time. When I first looked at it, there weren't as many people and the poll was a little bit different. So a lot of people wanted to go back to season 1. I don't think in that poll season 18 was even a possibility. I can't remember. Anyway, I just remember looking at it just yesterday or the day before and going, oh, I didn't realize so many people. It's when we were discussing, should we do My 5 Wives? Should we do a book club? Should we do, we had all these questions. So anyway, Haven't gotten to whatever season that was, but that was disgusting. Diane Wade, number 18. Oh, you were here early. Carol Davis was number 95 in the super chat. Hello. Hello, Mama Squirrel. Passing for normal. Hello, Sister Friends. Eileen Dorson, Southern New Jersey girl in the house. Welcome. Jamie Sutherland. Hello. I love your channel. I'm watching right now to distract myself. Our sweet indoor cat has been missing. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, that's the worst. The worst. Oh, I pray it gets returned quickly. That your sweet little cat just finds its way back home. Man, my chat froze again. Okay. Nicole Studer, hello. You were number 99. Excellent. Teresa Ford was 102. Hi, Teresa. Danny Towns, hello. MZ Indiz. Ms. Indiz. Ms. Indiz. Ms. Indiz. It's so good to have you here. Number 85. I'm wondering if that's like you're Ms. something else and your last name is Indiz, so you're going Ms. with an MZ because it has the alliteration. I have so many questions in my head right now. Unnecessary questions. These are the things I ponder in my life that take up my time. All right, Scarlett was at 124 likes. That's amazing. Fantastic. Cal Peanut, second time on the live. Love the content and the community. Great community here, isn't it? Great community. Thanks, Cal Peanut. Good to see ya. First time chatting in the live though, right, Cal Peanut? I don't think I've seen your name before. Then again, seen your brain. Possibly. Lori E, hello. Aussie Mom, hey. Hello, Australia. There's a bunch of you from Australia that are usually in here, so you are in good company. You have fellow Aussies that are, they may not live by you. It's a big country, but there are definitely 4 or 5 Aussies that regularly comment on the channel here. And others probably just watch in silence. No, Not My Cookies was number 36. Okay. Aloha, Kelly Whitney. Does that mean you're in Oahu, Hawaii? Honolulu. Not Davina, 1210. Ms. Indus was number 85. Let's see here. Scotty's Mom Experience O'Brien was 108. Good to see you. Lori E, hello. I may have said hello to you already. Patrick Mendez. I don't think I've said hi to you yet, so hello. Jesse Olenbrock. Hi. Hello, Marilyn in New York. Glad to have you here. Daughter of the Most High was number 115. Welcome. Christine Sharp. Does anyone know why she wants to identify as a polygamist when she isn't? It's the only reason to be held. Yeah. So many reasons. She just wants to be what she's not, and she aspires, and she has to put herself higher than the other wives. Position herself. And she's a liar, and it all fits. Karen Kirchen was number 114. Hello, Karen. Welcome. 200 in chat. Woo-hoo. Let's get 200 likes, Lynn Skinner says. I agree. Kaylin, 125. Welcome. Tracy McMurray was 124. All right. 126 was Kim D. Hi, Kim D. And did I miss? Marlo was 119. Our moderator was number 8. Coloda McGowan. Sounds so Irish. Hello, sister friends from Belfast in the north of Ireland. It has gone midnight here, so may have to catch up in the morning. We're so glad that you're here and that you stopped in and said hello to everyone, and welcome. Welcome, Ireland. All right. Karen F. was 125. Hello. Danny thinks she was number 11. Okay, everyone's just chatting away with each other. I love it. Fairy Elephant was 112. My like button doesn't update once I start watching. That's interesting. I have a lot of questions about the like button myself. Kimberly Vale, first time you're here, welcome. Marlo Hoagland here from Florida. Hello. Angie Burdett was number 209. Hey, Brandy Holmes. Hello. Tulips and Cats. Watching while weaving on my loom. I'm impressed. That's amazing. All right. Another awesome shirt. Thank you, Scarlett. NF Mom. Hello from Pinesdale, Wyoming. Hello. Teresa was number 132, hitting the like buttons. Thank you. And you're your second live. Glad to have you here. Brandy Holmes was 135. Renee wants to know where to watch it tomorrow. I'm assuming it's going to be on Max because Max has that agreement with TLC. It's technically a TLC show. So if you have access to TLC.com, that's how I watch it, or I watch it on TLC Go app on my phone. I also still have cable, which is how I have access to those other two things via the cable subscription. So I could also watch it on TV, and I probably will DVR it there as well, because then I can fast forward commercials when I have to go back to stuff. I think I'll do that for the whole season, save the whole season on there if I can. Okay, that's all I know. If anyone else knows about Max, because I don't have Max anymore, I got rid of it when I switched over my cable subscription, so unsure. Okay. Monica Miller, hello. And Cheryl Wolfhop was 177 and hitting the likes. Fantastic. JCK, hi, good to see you. Oh, Max doesn't air until Monday. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's too bad. But if you have Max, do you get TLC automatically, or is that just HBO Max? Because Max has broadened to include other networks, right? I haven't been keeping up on it. My daughter used to work for CBS, and so then I was up on everything that was happening and things that were happening with streaming and with networks and ratings and everything. And now I'm out of the loop. She's gone into podcasts. She works for a whole different form of entertainment, so I don't know what's going on anymore. J.A. Price, watching while needlepointing. Good for you. Whiskey River, welcome. Good to see you here. Kimberly Vale, hello. And Peach, we're glad to have you here. Okay, I think I've caught up with everyone. Passing for normal day, say hi. Jacal, hello. That's a new one. I haven't seen your name before. Welcome to our chat. Oh, and Bianca Singh, 163 in the chat. That's amazing. Oh, Meg, there are people I've missed. Meg was 241. We're in the 200s. That's amazing. Excellent. All right. Mountaineer 301 Corley, hello. Season 1 sounds like a great idea. Yeah, I think after we get through 18, we just start back at the beginning. We'll just keep it going. Why not? Why not? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Let me move this a little bit to the side. We have two moderators here. Make their lives easy today, people. Just don't fight and bicker with each other. Let's keep politics out of this. I know we're in a political year, but this is just to have fun and laugh and put all the strife and worry away. I request that we don't slam the children when they're under 18 years of age, because they didn't choose to be on the show when they were under 18. Their parents put them on. After they're 18, it's their choice, and then fair game. What else do we have? Just be kind to each other. I always say we can disagree with each other, and that's perfectly fine, and we often do. I mean, there's no way we're going to get this many people in the chat and we're all going to agree, right? Impossible. But we can be kind and respectful while we do so. All right. So the moderators will be keeping an eye on everything. Oh, right, and Kathy Ferron, keep it clean. Oh, goodness. I just have to give Kathy a hard time all the time. Okay, stick around to the very end, because I will be having a quote of the day that I do, or quote of the week, or quote of the chat, quote of the whatever. I don't know. I have to think of a better name for it. But it started a while ago, and we just keep it going. So one of the quotes that happens to be in the apps on my phone that struck me at one time or another, and I wrote it down. So there you go. All right, I think that's everything. Okay. Oh, no, there's one more thing. I do have a second channel. My second channel is Reality TV Breakdown. And it is Seeking Sister Wives, Welcome to Plathville, and a couple others. So go check that out. Also, I recommend you go and just ideally, in terms of us making any money as content creators. It's from people, how long people have watched the channels, and then, you know, how many commercials were involved. The actual number of people that like doesn't really matter, but it helps in that the more people that like the channel, the algorithm might pick that up and go, a lot of people seem to be subscribing to this channel, so maybe we'll get it to more people. All right, that being said, the main reason you need to, even if you don't watch a second of the other channel, if you can just subscribe, that way you know where I am in the event some crazy things happen with YouTube and the channel gets shut down. And in the meantime, while I'm appealing it and saying, hey, I'm a good person, put me back, sometimes that can take up to a week or two, I've heard. So that way we can be over there keeping things going until this one gets back up and running again. All right, because I'm not going to do anything to get my channel taken down. I mean, not intentionally. And we're all monitoring Kathy's language. Just kidding, Kathy. It just never gets old. Okay, here we go. For all of you that are following along, whether it be on Discovery or Max or TLC, we will go ahead and we don't need to watch previously because this one's going to stand on its own for sure. All right. So we're going to start at 1 minute and 32 seconds. Okay. I'm going to try to pull the chat back up to the front of my screen while I watch this, just so that I can see it. And in case somebody goes, I can't hear it anymore. All right. Lynn Skinner says we have 282 in the chat. That's excellent. She thinks we should have 282 likes. I agree. Great idea, Lynn. Everybody hit that like button. Okay. All right. Becky was number 200. Good job. Okay, I'm going to stop. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, it is October. There's been a lot of stuff going on. So April was mine and Kody's 32nd anniversary. And our anniversaries have been interesting for the past few years. Our very first anniversary in Flagstaff, he called me. He's like, hey, let's go out on a drive. Let's go to the Grand Canyon. We went to dinner afterwards. Even though we had not been living together for quite a few years, he said things to me on that date that completely led me to believe that he was wanting to start a relationship with me again. He literally said, cheers to a new beginning. So this year for our anniversary, number 32, while we were out to dinner, I was just like, I'm staying around. I see value in the family, in my commitment, and in our relationship. And he's like, Meri, that's not happening. Like, that's never going to happen. We're not ever going to have a relationship again. We're not going to be a married couple ever. So for the past 6 months since he had that conversation with me, I've had to really take a lot of time to figure out what I need. And the fact that there really is no commitment or covenant, he's already broken it.
Yep.
I really feel like I was emotionally abandoned by him many, many years ago, well before the catfishing.
It's really no secret that Meri and Kody have had problems for a very, very, very long time. Above all, Meri is very loyal, and she's very much a person of her word, and she feels like she gave a commitment. But I wonder at what point, if it's not very healthy for her.
Mm-hmm. So then about a month ago, I saw where he actually said, no, I don't consider myself married to Meri anymore.
Usually our church would say you're divorced. You have to go ask for a divorce.
Yeah.
You have to get paperwork. You
Yeah,
have to get approval. You have to prove that the marriage is broken.
I don't really consider myself married to Mary. If she wanted to move on and marry another, she wouldn't get an argument with me.
That was pretty insulting and pretty vulgar for him to just be open to that.
I think it's disgusting how Cody's been dragging Mary along for years. And I think it's equally as disgusting that Robin's like, stay with the family, stay with the family. Let that girl go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do I do next? Like, do I have a conversation with Robin and just say, hey, Kody and I have talked and this is not going anywhere? Because she's going to care. She's probably the only person who's going to care. Kody and I are going to need to have some conversations. And then, like, really, do I even bother staying in Flagstaff at this point?
Go. Drinking game. I don't know what our drinking game is.
So we've been in Burley, Idaho, visiting Christine's brothers.
Good morning.
Hey, this
How
is
you guys
beautiful.
Today we decided we were going to go on a hike at the City of Rocks National Preserve. It's supposedly this really cool area with a lot of rocks and good hiking.
Steve is from my bio mom, and then Levi is from my other mom. We also have JC, Levi's wife. JC's mom, Karina's coming, and one of their sons doesn't have school today. And we're just going to go hang out and go for a little hike.
Janelle, we need a picture here. Wow.
A couple years ago, I left Kody. Janelle's separated from Kody right now. But we are sister wives, and we're just going to keep on being sister wives and really good friends for the rest of our lives and keep raising our kids together and just represent the plural part of our family.
It's interesting that Christine and Janelle have a newfound relationship, because I think it was more antagonistic before. I wish it wasn't so, but it seems to me that they are united in a common enemy against me and Robin, because they've got nothing good to say about us.
Just so you guys know, in Janelle's mind, she's naming all of these plants. She's like, that's blah, blah, blah. That's blah, blah, blah. She is. You are, aren't you?
When Christine and I started, getting to know each other, I got to know her brothers a little bit. I've known them since they were teenagers. Prior to Christine and I breaking up, I would have called them my friends.
So my brothers and I haven't really talked about my divorce at all with Kody. So I know they have a lot of questions. I don't know when it's going to happen. On the hike or later today, I'm not sure. But I know that they've got some things they want to talk to me about.
So you just went back to school.
Do you do a lot of it online, or you go in person?
And that's actually all online.
This is Levi's mother-in-law, Karina. And I had no idea she was going back to school. I think it's great.
So Janelle did too. When the kids were
when my kids were little, though.
No, when your kids were little, you went back to school. It was amazing. It was super cool. Your kids were so
desperate.
Your kids were proud of you.
I was desperate. Nobody else was making money.
I decided that I needed to complete my college degree. So back then, online universities were just becoming a thing. I would work full time. Kody was only there like every third day or whatever, and I had all these kids, so I'd put them to bed and I'd work at night. I was 33 when I graduated.
Now I think about it, I'm like, oh my word, I don't know how I did that. I don't know how you did it either. It's a lot of work with not having to deal with kids too.
Yeah.
I admire Janelle for going back to school with kids. It was a lot of work. I mean, I helped her out. I babysat the kids for her and helped her when I could. It's amazing still.
When I was younger, our group was teaching that the world was going to end. So don't get your college education. All women need to do is get married. The world's going to end.
There were different classes and church meetings that we went to where some of the people would teach that the world was going to end. And I remember talking to my dad about it, and he was like, oh, Chris, that's not true. That's crazy. You got to go to college. I'm like, oh, all right, go to college.
Yeah, anytime anything happened in the world at all, like any sort of crisis, it was like the world is ending right now. But it's funny because there's this paradox too where they want to be super prepared. They want to be,
you have to know. I grew up in the mainstream LDS church. So that was a big deal.
So that was the same thing in LDS church too?
Food storage, But hey, during COVID, who had toilet paper?
Exactly.
This girl.
Our church was always encouraging us to have food storage. And I'm not talking about small amounts. I'm talking about like enough for a very long time for a large family kind of a thing.
So when we buy meat, we buy it in bulk, and we buy a whole cow, and they send it to the butcher, and they package it, and we bring it here frozen, and then we stuff it into our freezers.
600 pounds of meat. It's a lot of meat.
Yeah, we got a little bit of food storage. When Christine left, we were storing it all in Christine's garage. When she left, she didn't want any of it. So we got our food storage put away. It's in storage, but it's costing us money every month to store it. It's taking up space that I don't feel like I can spare.
I see
but Christine could.
Because you just never know what's going to happen, but it's not really something that I've completely embraced. That was something that Janelle and Christine always did, and I just left it up to them.
You guys can check out, like, from right here, you guys can see clear back over there.
Wow. We could do a family reunion here, because Christine and I have talked about doing a reunion with our kids.
Like all the kids, to get them all in the same space again. I think that would be a feat.
You know, it just for some reason feels like there's this huge gulf between Robin's children and the rest of the children. And I hear from my children and Christine's children whenever I'm with them that they miss Robin's children. They miss Dayton. My boys especially really do miss Dayton. You know, I don't know, like it's become so estranged and so bitter, and there's things being said now, and I just don't know if it'll ever happen.
I am willing to fake being in love with Meri. I don't want to, but if you're going to insist.
Gosh. That's coming up. Gotta be one of the worst lines he said ever. I'm willing to fake being in love with her. I don't want to, but if I have to. To the world. He said this. To the world. It's the worst. All right, here we go. What do I have here for a little bit of notes? Just to recap, we've talked about this before, the fact that Kody completely led Meri on to get her and her funds and the sale of her house proceeds all in Flagstaff, which all went into Robin's house, which she's now selling to buy an even bigger house, apparently. And yeah, so the very first anniversary in Flagstaff, he's telling her all kinds of stuff. I mean, he did when he was showing her the property too, and they were picking it out. He was all kind of like, "Oh, we have this little secret. I like the piece of property you like. I like Cottonwood too. Nobody else likes Cottonwood. Everyone likes Coyote Pass, but you and I like Cottonwood." And she just loved that little secret. She's always loved the little secrets between them. Now Robin loves the little secrets between them. But anyway, it was Meri's thing at first, as Robin was the little secret between the two of them. That one backfired. So yeah, now he said, I just don't see us being a married couple ever. Ever. Okay. End of story. So she said since then it's been 6 months and she's mulling it over and thinking it through. I don't know what there is to think through except trying to figure out how to get the finances worked out. That's what I'm wondering. If she's trying to figure out, now what do? I have a measly 2 acres of land in Coyote Pass, even though everyone else has 4 or 5. And Kody has a gazillion. Do I stay here just for that? Do I sell it back to them? What do I do? If I were her, I would find some trucker to put some stinky truck on it. Trucks don't smell unless they're driving them. What else could be stinky? Like a latrine service or a skunk rehabilitation center. I don't know. Something that would just be annoying to be around the other ones and maybe bring down the value of the rest of the properties. Although Meri still has, or not Meri, although Janelle still has hers, so she probably doesn't want to do that. Anyway, that's what goes through my mind. So I think that's what she was mulling over. And she likes the kids. She likes Robin's kids. I mean, she doesn't get access to them very often, but she still likes them. I mean, she likes Robin too, but she didn't get access to her very much either. All right. Remember that line when it aired last season of Kody has emotionally abandoned me well before the catfishing thing. Well before. I just thought that was amazing. Well before the catfishing. Well before. All right. I'm going to move this laptop out of the way because my mouse is an Apple mouse, and my desktop computer, for some reason, every now and then, it just jumps over to my laptop here, which I wanted to keep open. Put it there. I'll put it on the ground, and the cat will walk all over the keyboard, and then it'll all be messed up. All right. Well before the catfishing thing. I would love to know what her definition of well before, but it makes sense that it was well before. I would say maybe after their anniversary, once, it's controversial because I get the impression when you go back and watch those episodes where he was saying, well, are we going to try for one more child? And maybe we should do in vitro. Should we not do in vitro? That she made a comment once. I wish I should go back and try to find it. I got the impression she was implying, well, you can't have a baby if you're not doing the deed. She didn't come out and say that, but she's like, well, I mean, this is awkward right now that you're asking about whether we're going to do this, Kody. It's those innuendos, those implied things, because there were so many secrets, and because she is so loyal, she promised to keep everything he wants off the air, which is why at the very end he also said, let's not discuss this conversation on the air at all. And she finally went, no, I want to. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to find my voice, and you can't push me around anymore. All right. So that would have been well before. That would have been right around the time Robin actually came into the family. Wouldn't that be interesting if right after Robin he just cut everything off with Meri? Could be, though. I mean, they certainly had problems in their marriage starting at that time. All right. Robin, so you have to prove that your marriage is broken in order to get a divorce. Now, mind you, not a legal divorce because it's just a spiritual marriage, but she's like, you have to go through all these steps. And Kody's like, just listening to Robin going, yeah. And then in his talking head, he's like, I'm not married to Meri anymore. So she's talking about Christine. He's all on board. I don't know if he's all on board because he's just Robin's talking and so he's just agreeing with whatever she says, or if he's so angry at Christine that he wants her to continue to jump through hoops to get this annulment, divorce, whatever they call it, in their spiritual marriages. And Christine's like, yeah, no, I mean, I'm not even part of the church. Why would I go to the church to ask to be released from something that I don't even think exists anymore? I don't think our bond exists anymore because I don't believe in that part of the faith. Interesting. Okay. Now, Janelle, just want to say shout out and kudos to Janelle, who at age 33 had 6 children, worked full time, and went to school, doing all her studying in the evening. That's a lot. I mean, she did have help. Christine was there. God bless her. I mean, it would have been near impossible to do without Christine because Kody only showed up every 3 days. And when he was there, I don't think he did much. I wish I could find that video or that interview where I heard from somewhere that he never changed a diaper. I don't know where it is, so I can't say it for certain, but I know I've heard it somewhere. I'm scared I just heard it from a YouTuber who just made it up or assumed and stated it like it's a fact, and so I don't want to repeat in that regard. One of these days I'll come across it. All right. And I love Kody moaning and complaining about the fact that Christine, first of all, of course, Christine had to give up her garage in Vegas so that they could put all the mats in there so the boys could wrestle. How often did they wrestle? Not that often. But she gave up her garage to do that. Now in Flagstaff, she gives up her whole garage for food storage for the entire family. She's the food storage area. And very graciously, she doesn't take 1/4 of the food or 1/3, or I don't even know. Meri doesn't tap into it. I don't even know if Robin tapped into it much because it looked like on the show it was mostly just Janelle and Christine, and Robin and Meri did their own things, which is why Robin was able to eat whole foods and healthy foods and all that because her food only had to feed 2 people where everyone else had to feed 7. And I think Robin followed the same way as Meri, although Janelle and Christine always said that the two of them could come and take food out of the pantry whenever they wanted to. Some things I'll just never understand. That's one of them. All right. So out of the goodness of her heart, Christine is leaving. All her kids are leaving. But she says, you know what? All of that food in the food storage, you can have it. I'm not going to take it with me. I don't need it. It's yours. Food. Food's not cheap. Anybody been grocery shopping lately? Food's not cheap. So all those foods, lots of it was cans and that, but still, all that food. I know she had those big freezers with the meat in it. That was good stuff, especially if it was a fresh cow from a farmer that they had butchered for them. That's supposed to be pretty good, lean stuff. I know there's some people who do that here in Ohio. So, I think they only get a half a cow too, but they don't have a family quite so big. All right. Kody complains about getting free food from Christine. You know, if she would have taken it with her, he would have complained that she stole their food. I mean, it would have gone that way. But no, he's complaining that it's just taking up so much space now that she's leaving and we don't have her garage anymore. So now we have to afford and pay for a storage unit to store all this. Wait a minute. Hold off. Because your house is considerably larger than her house. You have a garage too. What's in your garage? We never see them pull a car or a truck or anything into the garage. They're always parked out in the driveway. What's all in your garage? Just put the food in there. Oh, what pack rats they must have been. Okay. And then I have one question I just want to pose for you guys. I don't understand why the boys did not continue a relationship with Dayton. Why didn't they reach out to Dayton directly? Does Dayton not have his own cell phone? Does everything have to go through Robin? Was she being that hovering over him that he couldn't plan his own social calendar without going through her? I mean, I could see it. We talked about it at the live last night, about how overbearing she was, how she infantilized all the older kids, and how he's going to be a failure to thrive because of the way she hovers over him and protects him from whatever. He should just go. Why could they not just call him up? He lived in that camper behind the house. They could have just gone over into the camper to visit him, or he could have left. Have we ever seen Dayton drive? We've seen Aurora drive. I've never seen Dayton in a car driving. Has he gotten his driver's license? He's more than capable of getting a driver's license. But then again, we were talking yesterday, Robin treats him as if he is cognitively deficient and does not have the ability to do common everyday things, which is not at all true. So what is it? Why is it that the boys didn't get together with Dayton? What was preventing them? Were they told don't reach out to Dayton? There's a piece of information missing for me, and I want to know what it is. What do you think? I don't know if you can see her. I'm not on the screen where my camera is, but if you hear a little rattling going on, it is a cat that decided now's a good time to play with the ball toy. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, you can play. All right, let me take a look at the chat and then we'll get going here. All right. Gentry Jade said, did you see that Sister Wives Closet is back up? She was on it this week. After watching one of the old videos, it was down. Yeah, nothing was for sale. Another channel had a live showing. It's up again. Well, I mean, it makes sense, Gentry Jade, right? Because they had to move. All that inventory they had. They were taking the site down. She was too lazy. I mean, they had no jobs and everything was shut down during COVID. What's the one thing you can do? Order online. Their Sister Wives Closet could have really done a business, but no, not gonna work. So now they have all that inventory. What are they gonna do with it? Throw it away? They invested in all of it. So I bet Kody's like, sell the stuff already. And so the site went back up again. Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't want all those boxes in our house. I mean, he was never into Sister Wives Closet anyway. He called it a hobby right from the get-go. All right. Oh, Karen, originally they had a garage fully packed. Yeah, when I saw the picture, it was only half the garage, so it was probably, I already assumed the other half was packed with stuff. And that half was open, and it just had a few things like, you know, snowboards and things hanging on the garage wall, and then a couple things along the bottom. Sort of a normal amount of stuff that most people would have in their garage. And I was actually quite shocked that there was so little stuff in there, because I thought, well, if they took the time to clean out the garage, why didn't they just take the rest of the stuff? They probably packed it all up high on the other side. I would have loved to have seen those pictures beforehand, though. That would have been good. All right. Let's see. If that food was in Robin's house, she wouldn't let the others get it. That's so true, Lynn. So true. Oh, goodness. The McMansion is a hoarding mess of Robin and Kody. Absolutely. They posted a picture of him changing Ari. Oh, so he did change diapers for Robin. Very good. And see, I think it's Christine is the one that made the comment, or maybe one of Christine's kids. I want to say it was Christine. Wouldn't that be something if he didn't change any of those diapers when there were so many kids that were young around that age? But he would be doing it now for Robin, who seems incapable, even though she has a nanny. That she would make him, oh, unbelievable. All right. He has 3 garages. Oh, does he have 3 garages? I didn't even pay attention. Yep, probably all full. And then that basement area, which is apparently where, not Ariella, Aurora. Another A name. It's where Aurora used to, well, she stayed down there during COVID because there was indoor-outdoor access and like a kitchen area and a bathroom and a bedroom. So that way she stayed away from everybody else. But I wonder if she was always down there. Like if that was her bedroom area. I don't know. Not sure. Miss Maggie was number 252 in terms of hitting the like button. Way to go. Thank you, Miss Maggie. Oh, here's a good point, Doc Karen. She said, I just realized that Kody didn't spiritually marry Meri after she divorced him and legally married Robin. He really didn't want her in his life except for her financial contribution. Yes, absolutely true. I'm surprised there was no push for that. Or maybe he just kind of declined it and said, well, we're not really going to the church anymore. But, you know, there's the understanding, of course. You know we have you covered, Meri. Christine Garrison said in season 12, episode 8 at Maddie's shower, he said he only changed like 5 diapers in his life. Oh, could you imagine? And you know those were out of necessity. Like a wife was vomiting sick in the bathroom at the time. And everyone else was under 2. And so he's like, all right, I'll do the best I can. Okay. All right, let's get going here. Meri did say she took the last sugar on the couch interview. Yeah, she did. Yes. 394 in the chat. Welcome, everybody. So glad to have you here. All right. Okay, yeah, Elsa Williams said the same thing. It was Maddie's shower, where he said he only changed 5 diapers in his life. You know, Robin's like, well, that's not going to happen in my house, Kody. The turkey's off limits unless you start changing diapers. All right. Oh, during a diaper game. All right, y'all. Good memories. So proud of you. So excited. Okay. All right. Oh, Sarah Lewis. That's a good point. So Meri was spiritually married at the same time she was legally married, or probably not at the same time, but in a separate ceremony. But when they got married, they did both. So the spiritual marriage would have continued, whereas the legal marriage ended, and then he had the other legal marriage. There's it. Oh, okay. I thought there was a cat tail tickling the back of my leg. So in that regard, he didn't have to do the spiritual marriage again, because he would have already done it. He would have done both, just like he did both for Robin, the spiritual marriage and then the legal marriage. Okay. Yeah. 80% CMOS points out a newborn baby is changed from 8 to 12 times a day. He had 13 children. Yeah. And he claimed, probably proudly, I've only had to do this like 5 times in my life. He's the worst. All right. Okay. Here we go. We are going to move on. Put a line so I know where we're beginning the new break. And we are at 10 minutes and 55 seconds for those who are following along visually. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oops, it's silent. There we go.
Me, Meri, and Robin are going to sit down.
Me, Meri, and Robin.
Property.
Good grammar.
Whose property's what? Just reaffirming sort of the division and stuff like that.
You know, after Kody and I talked on our anniversary, it was about 6 months ago, we haven't seen each other much. I think that he basically said what he needed to say.
Every time I'm out here on the property, it makes me ache to just get out here.
Well, Meri, since you
and yet you're taking all the money so you can't pay it off.
You're skipping a conversation.
There's like quite a few conversations that are being skipped here. 1, the property has to be paid off. 2, the property has to be divided. After Christine left, I guess she signed over her property to Kody and Robin. And I don't know what's happening with that. I haven't been involved in like the decision-making process of it.
So when Christine got her house, when she left, she said, well, I'll trade that with you for my share in Coyote Pass. So here's the deal. We're still doing 5 lots, okay? So, Christine's just out. So
and who gets the other one?
Me. Lot 1 is the lot that I kind of always figured would sort of be the family lot. And Christine left. She's gone, so I'll own lot number 3, which was going to be her lot. Because of things that have gone on in the past with the family, I'm not going to give the family lot to anyone.
Okay, so you get 4, Robin gets 4.
It's not yours to give, Kody.
Together.
No, it's 2-acre lots.
Yeah.
2-acre lots.
Yeah, so
and then 4-acre lots.
Right. So if you're getting 2 and 2, that's 4. It seems like he's already made the decision, and I don't think that's fair. Because regardless of the fact that he and I haven't had a relationship for, 8 or 10 years or however long it's been, I'm still part of the family and I still financially put into it. And so I deserve to have some of the property and not just what he decides I'm worthy of. This is just weird to me that you two get 8 together, 4 and 4. Janelle gets 4 and I get 2.
I have said to Kody several times, well, I'm not really quite sure how come we're not dividing this equally, you know what I mean? Well, he's like, well, you're going to still get your 4 acres. And I'm like, okay, but there's 14 acres. Like, I think it's time that we have a real appraisal and decide what the value is and what's fair for all 4 of us.
Meri has 1 child and I have 18 children.
Ooh, first time we're doing this.
I wanted to keep the lot with the pond to be for the whole family, because the whole family kind of understands that Meri doesn't want to really, this is from living with her. She doesn't really want to share resources.
The other thing is that
putting her on blast.
You never know if Kody and I are going to stay together.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen another 22 years down the road.
That was a bad joke, Kody. Sorry.
I think of a
No,
comeback.
I'm just saying, like, here's the thing. No, this is
10 years in, 12 years in, I wouldn't have thought either.
That was a bad joke. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I apologize. We have no idea what the future holds. I'm not saying that Kody and I are going to really split up, but I mean, it's just like, I deserve my fourth too, is what my point is. Not to be counted with Kody.
Yeah, you get yours.
I actually get tired of that. To constantly always be counted with Kody. And like everybody always thinks that if Kody has it, Robin has it. Kody says it, Robin says it. Cody thinks it and feels it, Robin thinks and feels it. That is not true. No, my point is that my lot will eventually be passed down to
that's for
my
you.
children.
Right.
His lots will be more about more of the children. That's how I see it. Is that how you see it?
Not really, but
Really?
no.
How do you see it?
Here we go.
I see.
No. You don't answer right now because you're in a headspace that's not cool.
No.
You're in a bad place
Well,
right now.
I just.
No.
I don't see. I'm not making any plans.
Well, that's how I see it.
Oh, okay.
That's how I see it, and you just need to wait until you've got your headspace clear and clean and calm. Are you saying anything else?
Oh, there's way more to the picture that why discuss? It's all speculation at this point. It's constantly changing.
Constantly.
And we are constantly changing. And who's to say that I don't just get fed up with all of this myself and just go, I want to move out of Flagstaff. I don't think I will, but any one of us could do that, just like Christine did. Would you think would be different? What were you imagining would be different?
No, I just wasn't really imagining anything. I just knew there was now 2 more acres. And so does that mean, like, I get them because Robin and Janelle each have 4.
I'm not thinking that.
Okay. I understand.
Robin, speak up. Have her back.
Silence.
Oh, I understand what he's saying. It's just the same thing that's always been.
Chauvinist.
I only have 1 child. And now but I'm not really a wife. You know what I mean? And so it's just this, you're less than. And that's not true. I'm just as important as anybody else. So yeah, I understand. Also, is now a good time to drop a bomb?
What's the bomb?
My heart just started pounding hard.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing...
All right. I can't with this family. It just blows my mind. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. All right. Yeah, Black Swan Gothica, perfectly stated. Here's Robin's chance to be fair as the legal wife, as Meri would have done. Yet no. Silence. She's like, just staring at Kody. Zero response. When Meri says, it's completely unfair, but now that there's extra property, you can give me part of it and we can make it all fair again. And Kody says, yeah, I'm not thinking about it that way. I don't know why Kody thinks it's his to give. The chauvinistic ownership of the land that was bought by his wives. Not the one that has the majority of it, because now Robin not only has her 4 that she shares with Kody, so really half of that, but now Christine gave her 4 back, and that's in Robin's name too. So technically right now, until it gets paid off and divided, Robin is on 4 plus 4, and then Kody has another 4 to himself. What about that 4? I'll tell you what happens with that for. She's married to him. She gets half of it. Robin's making out like a bandit. Kody's name's on everything. He basically owns 50% of all of Coyote Pass. But Robin, what a huge stake she has in all of this. And silent. She doesn't want to give up any of it. Any of it. Oh, she's the worst. So selfish. Oh, that scene just encapsulates. If anybody ever questioned or wondered what her intentions really were, and I do that often because I'm like, I don't know. I think she's just really dumb. I don't know. I don't know if she's really that manipulative. I don't know that she can figure it out. No, yeah. Here you go. This shows how selfish she is. This shows how selfish she is. Kody, he wants fame, fortune, love, accolades. That's what he wants in his life. I mean, he wants money too, because he thinks that proves his worth. He needs things, he needs toys and all that as well. But Robin, all she needs is the money. I don't even think she cares about the fame and the accolades. She just wants to collect as much stuff as she can, to the point of hoarding. Just collect it all for herself. Oh, goodness. We had the classic scene here of Robin in complete control of Kody. So when people said, oh, yeah, Robin didn't have anything to do, she claims, I didn't have anything to do with the COVID rules. Yeah, I didn't have anything to do with that. Kody decided that we weren't going to participate, although she did slip in another interview and say, I decided that my kids wouldn't participate in the Christmas gift exchange because it wasn't safe any longer. So she did admit it. But originally it was Kody who decided the next day. And Cody's the one that texted everyone and said that our kids, Robin's kids, will not be participating. She is controlling everything, and it's all coming out. No. You're in a bad place. You're in a bad space right now. You don't speak until your head is clear and clean. What that means is she first said, this is how I see it, Kody. Is that how you see it? Yeah, no, not really. I see it. No. When your headspace is clear and clean, meaning when your headspace is in alignment with mine, then you can speak. Until then, we don't need to hear anything that's going on in your head. And then I'll claim that it's all been your idea all along. Oh, she's something. She's something, all right. Whew! This is like, she could teach a doctorate level class on manipulation. This is just classic in front of us. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, and I just love how she gets to the property and goes, oh, every time I come out to the property, I just ache because I want to build so desperately. She's spending all the money. They can't pay it off. She's buying big fancy trucks and cars and outfits and shoes and purses and jewelry and houses. Spending all the money, vacations, trinkets, collections, art, gaudy stuff. Stuff really not worthy of resale. And so they can't pay off the land because that's where all the money's going. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The nerve for her to say, I just want to be out there. You can't, because you can't pay off the land. Oh, Robin. And for her to also say, here's her trying to rewrite history, but this is showing, again, either how dumb or how she's trying to manipulate, but you just kind of look at it and go, huh? I get so upset when it comes to the property that everyone thinks I need to be lumped in with Kody. I'm my own person too. I deserve my fourth. Nobody said you didn't. We're talking about two completely different stories. Yeah, you have your fourth. Actually, you have more than your fourth. But we're going to say a fourth, just for argument's sake. You have your fourth. Okay. What about the fact that Meri only has 2 acres? And right now you're sitting on 8. Okay. Unbelievable. So if we say Kody owns half of everything, then technically Meri has 1 acre, because she has 2 acres. Kody gets half of it. Robin has 8, so she has 4. She has 4 times the amount of land than Meri has. But she's trying to make the viewers think that she's grappling to just get her measly fourth out of the family. Unbelievable. And on top of it, she's financially contributing nothing. Yet, Meri points out that even over these 8 years when she's had no relationship with Kody at all, she has continued to financially give to the family. Family fund. Oh, I love that the family fund does not exist anymore. I love it. Love, love, love it. Love it. Okay, let me take a look at chat, and then we'll go on with our next segment. Y'all, this episode was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, Katie points out, Meri only has one child, but puts in the most money. And that's the kicker of it all. Like, this whole time, it's always been everything's divided equally amongst the wives. We don't punish anybody for how many children they have. And I understand the concept of that. I really do. I really do. And I totally feel for Meri in the fact that she wanted to have more children and she simply couldn't. Now, that being said, I don't understand now how after 32 years of marriage, of everything gets divided equally, everything gets divided equally, everything gets divided equally, that all of a sudden now we're saying, Meri, you only have one child, so you don't get as much land. It's never been that way. All this time, it's never been that way. And Meri had as big a house, or bigger, than everybody else in Vegas, sold it, gave the proceeds to Robin. But then what does she have to show for it? She's renting $5,000 a month. Nothing to show for it. Nothing. $5,000 a month out the window. Unbelievable. The money management. It's baffling to me. I just can't even wrap my brain around it. Why do they not have a financial advisor? Why is Janelle not speaking up? She knows better. All she's doing is making sure she's doing the right thing. She's not spending any money. She's saving. But she doesn't push on anybody else who's just blowing it. Especially Kody, who blows the most. Well, I don't know if it's the most, but he has a lot of expensive toys. That's for sure. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. Another thought came to my mind during that. It's already escaped. It's probably good. I don't want to go on too many rants here. Oh yeah, good point. When all the wives own a $890,000 house in their name, then they can speak about how the land needs to be equally divided. Yeah. On top of the fact that right now Robin's name is on all 4 acres of Christine's property and the 4 acres that she has. And she's married to Kody, so technically in a divorce, she gets half of everything that's his, legally. In addition to all of that, she owns the $890,000 home. Yeah, her and Kody gets half of that too. Oh goodness. So for Christine, that was the kicker too. Christine, he's like, well, Christine out of the goodness of her heart, you can tell she was done with Kody and she just wanted to leave. You hear about this a lot of time in divorce. Like, why didn't you stick it out and get what's due you? Like, I just wanted to be done. I wanted it to be over. Here's Christine 100%. She's like, take all the food. I don't care. Take it all. Take all the furniture. I don't want to take any of this. I don't want the bed set. I don't want anything. I'm just going to sell it. If you don't want it, I'm going to sell it. I'm just selling it. I'm not taking anything. I don't want anything. But then he has the nerve, and then she offers, give up all of Coyote Pass and then the proceeds of this house. Can I just point out, Christine bought that house with the proceeds from the sale of her house in Vegas. All right? And then the mortgage payments, she was very clear, she has made all of them out of her own money, not out of the family fund. And yet, Kody's puffing himself up, making himself look like the king, like, we just decided, being generous and we're going to do an even trade and she can take the sale of the house and I'll just take the land back. But wait a minute. The house was hers all along. Had his name on it for a little bit. Did that to buy it because it was the only one that they bought at the time. But then once Robin wanted to buy a house, then right away the name went off because you can't be the primary owner on 2 different homes. So he took his name off of Christine's house at that point and put it on with Robin. Because Robin would have never qualified for a loan on her own. All she has is debt and zero money coming in. Okay, sorry. That went too long. I didn't mean to go that long. This season, I'm probably going to be like, the whole time. Oh, yes, follow the white rabbit. The problem is Kody and Robin think that the family fund is their personal account, right? They do. They do. And it's not. Yeah, apparently, according to Mama Cat, and I agree, it hasn't occurred to Robin that everyone else wants something for their kids too. And can you believe that Kody said, well, Meri, you only have one child and I have 18. You kind of have none. Each of the wives have their own child. The kids are all accounted for by the wives. You have 0, actually. Meri has 1, and then this one has 6, and this one has 6, and this one has 5. This is how it's divided up. So it doesn't make any sense that he needs property for who? Because on each of their properties, they're going to build houses to accommodate the children they have. Of course, they waited so long, the children are almost all gone. I mean, Robin's 3 kids should be gone. Should be. Oh, goodness. Danny says, Jenny, to be fair, it was never the family fund. It was only for Kody to do what he wants while everyone else contributes. It's true. And Janelle knows where every penny went. What if that's also partly why Maddie is so upset with him and Robin? Because she probably has had conversations with her mom. And, you know, Janelle, she's like, "Do not bring it up. Do not talk about it. Keep it on the down low." Rosalind says, I would do nothing considering that land. I would sit on it until they split it equally. Yes. Angie said Robin gets 8 because she's traumatized by the trees. The trees. Somebody became a member. Okay, I just did this. I talked about it briefly at the beginning. I was up till 3 a.m. trying to figure out memberships. Couldn't figure it out right before we did this. I also did a video and it had the link connected to it. So I think that's how you can connect if you want to become a member of the channel. So here we have Renee. There's 3 levels. I have a video I just put out that explains them all. There's 3 levels. There's the keep the lights on level. And the keep the lights on level is basically a way of just saying, here's a little something, Jenny, to help keep the lights on. Pay for all the little expenses to keep the channel going, help you out so that maybe you can get it going to the point that you can get rid of one of those 2 other jobs that you have. And as you can see next to Renee's name, there is a red square with a white heart in it, and it says new. It's so tiny. I mean, on my screen, it's really tiny. I know it says new. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that on your screen or not. I can look later on when I look back at the live. But that's new member. And then after 1 month, you get a different color with a 1. After 2 months, there's a 2. 3 months, there's a 3. Then I think there's a 6. These were all set by YouTube in terms of the criteria. There's a 6 month. And then I think a 1 year and a 2 year. And the 1 year and the 2 year also has like a ring, a ring along with it. I might update them over time, but I was trying to get everything pulled together last night because at the highest level, one of the things is watch it live with me, and it starts live tomorrow, the actual episodes. So I thought if I could get this off the ground before then, that would probably be best. So we'll see. But everything else stays the same, so if you're not, we're still going to have these lives and everything's going to be the same. I'm still going to do my content on the channel. This is just extras. It's just extras as opposed to, I've had people say, what's your super chat? Or not what's your super chat. And thank you for super chats. But what is your Venmo and your PayPal and your, what is the other one that I have? Well, nobody's asked for Zelle. But there's What else? Oh, I have Cash App. But I haven't given those out because I don't know. I do the same thing with my retreats that I host. I feel funny about just full on just taking money for nothing. It makes me feel better to offer something along with it. I do that same thing with games when they're like, can I just buy tickets for the raffle? I'm like, no, but you can donate food and beverage to this table and I'll give you tickets for bringing a donation and then you can use those in the raffle. Anyway, long story. I don't need to explain all this. It's my own neuroses. I need to see a therapist. Anyway, Renee, I'm very excited. Welcome. You are the very first member of the channel, Renee. I didn't even know if it would be up and running and working today, so apparently it is. All right, we are ready to continue on. Let's see here. Oh, there's more members. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. I'm not paying attention. What do we have here? Tracy's Fractured History and more. Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Keeps the Lights On level. All right, you'll have that little red square with the heart, Tracy, every time you put a chat. I don't know if it shows up in the comments down below videos too. It might. I'm not sure, but I know it shows up in live chats. And then that's my shoe. Thank you as well. Appreciate it. All right, I'm excited it's working. You just never know. It wasn't working all day. It went all day long. I'm like, okay, not one person interested. That's fine. I'm all right with it. So that's exciting. All right, thank you all. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get going on the new section. We, for all who are following along, are at 17 minutes and 36 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
We have a barbecue at Levi's house now. This is the last thing we're going to do with him. And oh my gosh, it's just been a fun couple of days.
That's how I would throw.
We're playing Ultimate Frisbee.
Now, what I want to do is lay it up right over the top, and you're just going to be right behind it like a backboard and dunk it down. That's 3 points. It'll be me and Chris against Matthew and Janelle.
I promise he doesn't want to be on my team.
We'll help each
Janelle.
other. We're going to be just fine.
Between Meri and Robin and Janelle, I am definitely the most competitive. That is why I left first, is because I wanted to win.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Nice. I've thrown a frisbee like 4 times in my life. Like it would just go wherever it wanted to.
Oh gosh! Can I please do it again? Please. I think if we split Janelle and we split the difference, we might actually make it super close to one of the goals.
Okay, I have got to get this, damn it. Okay.
I was asking for divine intervention.
Oh, that was close. Janelle was close.
I did not get it.
Oh, David, that's game. Nice 2 points, right? Yeah.
See, I told you.
Oh my gosh.
Janelle wins.
Yeah, thank goodness for Matt, because it wasn't me who won this game. It was really him.
Oh, those burgers and fries look so good.
Because Christine has always told me stories about her family, but this was a really good chance to get to know them. And they're awesome.
I have so many more questions we'll have to discuss. You said in the last few years you kind of had your moment realizing that maybe you did need to move away. What happened in the last few years?
No, we're direct people. We're very, very, very direct. Levi was raised by the same parents I was, and I think we both just have a tendency to go in for the conversation.
Kody and I.
We're going to get you at the hard questions, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Well, this is kind of like, Steve.
So he just said that he wasn't attracted to me, and there was no real chemistry, and it wasn't going to be, and I wasn't nice enough to my sister wives.
Christy and I both know that that's a code word for you weren't nice to Robin.
You were nice to me.
I was nice to you.
I used to hear all these crazy stories, like Kody really believed that Christine was being so mean. And I don't think Christine really was. I mean, like, he's basically accused me, and my boys especially, have been so mean to this one person who's given everything to this family. I think that's a pretty one-sided view of this situation.
Mm-hmm. Then it came out that he never was really attracted to me or anything like that. And
I don't believe that.
Look, she and I have discussed this, but it feels like such a public venue to be talking about this in front of all of us, so I'm just feeling a little awkward.
But before all of that, anyway, he told me he wanted me to get his name off of the house.
He wanted to just finance a house with Robin, and he didn't want to be part of my house and paperwork. So that kind of was like, it was hard. That hurt so bad because we were on a house together. Finally, we had something in our name that was combined, and we never really had that before. And I thought it was super, super special.
Me refinancing the house and giving it to Christine had nothing to do with us breaking up. Our breakup wasn't even on the horizon. I never even saw it coming.
I paid every payment on the house anyway. It's not like he ever did anything. But it was one of those final steps that was so hard. So hard. But it made it easily financially in the end. Kody and I talked about what to do with the property and my house before I left. So I was like, why don't I keep all of the money from the proceeds of the sale of my house, and then I'll turn the property back over to the family. So financial wise, it was very easy for me to walk away. I mean, I believe that's the biggest reason why Janelle is staying with Kody, is because she has nothing in her name. And the property, Cody's name is on every piece of property. I don't know if Robin's is on every piece, but Robin's name was also on my piece of property.
So I'm stuck here with really nothing that's free and clear in my name. I'm jointly titled on these pieces with other members of the family.
We all have the same problem that Janelle has.
No.
Is that our assets are all combined.
No.
From the day that I asked him to not stay there anymore, I took my life back, and I got it back. And I became stronger that day. This conversation just isn't for my brothers, it's for Janelle too. I'm not saying that Janelle has to follow the same path, and she has way different situation than mine. But she needs to know it is okay on the other side.
I don't know, like, life is short.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we were raised in a culture where divorce or marriage is forever, right? So it's been a harder thing to like reconcile. But like, we're 50. We still have a long time.
Because I still have my faith. Like, I'm still spiritually married to Kody. Like, I don't know how to get a divorce that way. So I'm still technically married to him, but I don't want to live with him. I don't want to get back together with him. Some of the kids have wondered if I really have left their dad because I'm not out dating or, moving on. And it's just because I don't really know how to reconcile my faith with where I am now in my life. So I'm not in any hurry. Just going to wait and see how it works out.
Oh, Janelle breaks my heart. She really does. Okay, quickly, let me just go over. I only have two notes here. I found it interesting that Janelle said that Christine has always talked so positively about her family and that she was excited to meet them and get to know them. Whereas Kody knew them because he said he considered her brothers friends of his. Because they're manly men, you can tell. So, that has to hurt Kody. That has to sting. That's two less men in his life to hang out with. But I find it interesting that they never got together, as it was different with my 5 wives. Those wives they knew each other's families, and that it appears that when Christine did anything with her family, only Kody went. None of the other sister wives went. Janelle did not know her brothers. She's just meeting his family, and she's like, they're delightful. I just found that odd. All those years? I mean, you're supposed to be like a sister wife, not a extended cousin or friend down the block. Even those people, a lot of times, their family. I don't know. I found it very kind of eye-opening. It shows more and more really how separate this family always was, and what a lie it was at the beginning when they talked about how close they were as a family of sister wives. Not true. Classic Kody manipulation showing up here by him telling Janelle that Christine is mean and everything, and talking about Christine to Janelle behind Christine's back. Proof again that he talks behind their backs about each of the other ones, even though he claims he's never done that. And Janelle's like, yeah, I don't see that now. And now that I see what he's saying about my boys, I'm realizing he doesn't always tell the truth. Yeah, lies. And the biggest lie, last thing I wrote, Kody says, our assets are all combined. I mean, come on. He's trying to manipulate Meri out on Coyote Pass into just having 2 acres of land and thinking it's equal to what everyone else has. Robin has 8 with Kody. Okay, so she has 4. And she's got 2. It's crazy. Actually, she's got Christine's too. Oh, goodness. It's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable to me. So she's got all of this. Oh, it's still a commercial. I was going to stop it. And so he seems to think Mary's just going to believe him when he's like, oh, no, you have the right amount. We all have the right amounts. Yeah, don't worry about it. Fear not. Don't worry your little mind, Meri. I got it all figured out for us. She's like, wait a minute. But 2 + 2 is 4. Math is hard, Kody. Math is hard. So, yeah, we're on to him. But now he's doing the same thing to the viewers on the show. He's so arrogant that he doesn't realize that there are people with semi-brains watching the show and can figure it out when he says that all our assets are combined and we all know who's on the house deeds and who's on the property. It's just a lie. Just a lie. All our assets are... Yeah, all your assets are combined because it's all in Robin's house. If you want to look at it that way, yeah, until you sell your house, Kody, and you start giving that money back to the wives that contributed to the purchase of the house, which would be Meri and Janelle. I guess they all are combined in that way. But other than that, no. Okay. Moving on. I am talking way too much today. I apologize. I am heated. Heated for sure. All right. Oh, Alyssa1704, welcome new member. Thank you. Ooh, an exclusive SOS supporter. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. That's a 3rd tier level. And so, Alyssa, if I can figure it out and we can get it going, you'll be watching it live with me tomorrow. It'll kind of be like this, where you'll just hear it, or maybe I'll even turn my sound down lower so that you just hear your own and we just see each other's faces and we type in the chat. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll figure something out. We have another member here. Lenny E. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you so much. And we adore you, Jenny, our dearest sister friend. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Thank you, thank you. And that is such a cute little icon thing. I like how this is popping up for me to click on it. Normally I have to go back in something. The member stuff is popping up right away. All right, let me take a quick look and see if Alyssa... I was trying to also hit the heart on it, but when I hit the heart, it disappears. And if I go back and try to hit it here. Okay, the heart's still there now. Okay. All right. Figuring it out, people. I'm figuring it out. Technologically challenged, but working it out. I will say, when my son saw the whole setup and when I was kind of explaining to him what I had to do to set up the chat on the screen and what I had to do for this and that and the other stuff, my son looked at me and he goes, I can't believe you figured all this out, Mom. I just went on YouTube. How do I do this? Eventually you watch enough videos, you can figure it out. I think there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube to try to help you through stuff too, but it's not as easy to find. So hopefully they're going to help me with this whole channel subscription thing that the emails promised when they kept saying, sign up for channel membership. I'm going to be your coach. I'm going to help you. Of course, I did it on a weekend, so fair's fair. Okay, let's get going here. Let me go back to the chat and see. Lori points out, Robin said she deserved 4 acres. Yes, amazing. Oh, yes. Robin drove back once she made sure Meri wasn't there. Yeah, this whole scene is disgusting. And now we're going to get, I don't know if it's this segment or the last segment, because I think we have 2 more segments left, but one of them is where we get Robin making it all about Robin. Yep. All right, no more cap in hand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. He is a lying liar that lies. He has lied so much, he doesn't even know the truth. P.S. Kody, you have cameras in your house. FYI. Oh, yes, Kathy. He thinks he can lie to us, and we're just going to say, he's right. Yeah, he's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Wyoming. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. I think I am caught up. He's a scuzzy used car dealer. Indeed. Laura E says, Jenny, I might join exclusive since I'm not watching TLC or Sister Wives this year. So much to consider if you're going live during the show. Inquiring minds want to know. Let me just make it clear, I'm not showing the video because that's against copyright infringement laws. But like I'm doing right here, but it'll be live when it'll be airing. So we'll be watching and listening together and chatting away in the chat. Can you believe it? All right. Oh, another member here. I don't know if when I clicked on these before they all showed up. Elizabeth Murphy, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome to Big Supporter. Big Supporter. I had 3 levels of support because that's what they require. Well, not completely require, but if I didn't click on all the other ones, I apologize. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I do this. If it pops up. Ah, it does. Okay, I'm going to click these really quick because I was clicking on them here, but I don't know if you saw them. We have Renee. That's my shoe. Tracy's Fractured History and more. Dee Dee. Lenny E. Alyssa. Elizabeth. And welcome, Scarlett. Just jumped right in there. I think this is Scarlett right here. Right? Oh, this is Elizabeth. Elizabeth Murphy. Yay! It's Scarlett. All right. Dee Dee. And then we have Alyssa with a super chat as well. And Lynn Skinner squeaking in with a super chat too that I didn't see. Thank goodness I looked over there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. We are moving on. We are in second to the last segment. We're at 23 minutes and 39 seconds for everyone who's following along. And let's hit play in 3, 2, 1, go.
I wasn't even planning on talking about this, but I guess here we are. I was up at the bed and breakfast this past weekend, and it needs me. I don't know if it's because mom is gone, but there's an empty feeling, and I'm feeling very, very drawn to being there.
What does that mean, Mary?
So it means, and it's all coupled with everything else that's been going on and the statements that Kody has made to me this year, that I probably won't be renewing my lease here. I'm not saying anything about this property because my intention has always been to build here.
And then just it's like a temporary sort of situation.
I don't know.
Okay.
Mary is saying that she needs to move. Despite the fact that I just feel like my world is crumbling down.
My world.
I can't fight it. Because it's not fair to Mary.
No.
What I really want to do is yell. What I really want to do is scream.
You always get your way. You don't know how to handle.
What I really want to do is just say, no, please don't do this.
I need you here.
I'm not going to apologize for what I know in my heart is what I need to do. If it's going to hurt Robin's feelings, if Kody's going to be jumping for joy, whatever the emotion that somebody else has about it is irrelevant.
Do you even want to look at the lot, Mary? Or is it just off your radar?
It's not off my radar.
Mm-hmm.
It's not off my radar at all. It's just so different.
How do you mean? Like, just so I understand.
Things that you've said to me and about me this year.
Mm.
It changes things.
Making about what I said. Manipulated. Get on the page where we're making about where we are instead of about what I say.
So a couple of days ago, Kody and I had this discussion about where our marriage was and that it really was not going to move forward. But the thing is, every conversation that he and I had about it has been private. It's just been between me and him. Mm-hmm. And he actually has said that he did not want it to be public. And I don't think that's fair because I think it's important that it's public. And I think it's important that Robin hears it. No, I feel like Kody and I are in a good place. He was over the other day. We had a good conversation, but I feel like he's not as in a good of a place. And I don't know if it's me or if it's something else going on.
It's blame.
I'm not meaning to blame you, Kody.
Then just don't. Her and I, a day or two ago, just had a discussion. And it was kind of one of these things, are we going to work this out, is what Mary's kind of always asking. I'm like, Mary, romance for you and I is not in this picture. Felt like we had decided that we're just going to have to go on being friends because we're not going to be in a marriage.
Then you should be blamed.
I thought we had literally agreed to.
Your fault.
Kody, I loved the conversation when you stopped by my house the other day and we talked for like an hour. So like it was a good conversation.
That's a lot.
Thank you. And that's all I want it to be, Mary. It's just safe and easy.
Stay on that vein.
Safe.
Okay, well, I want to be.
And not lump people into those things.
I didn't feel like I was
What's she talking about?
What did I say that made you feel like I was blaming you?
Just you brought up things I've said and things that I've done.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She's saying,
that feels like blame.
She's saying.
Okay.
I said, let me. Can I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Just trying to help. I'll shut up.
I understand. Thank you.
I am defensive a little bit because of what's going on with Janelle and with Christine and with the kids.
But you want her
I'm
gone.
more defensive actually just because of my relationship with Mary. Because I've been managing it carefully, very carefully for 7 years. Listen, you break up, you have a divorce, you both whip out your victim cards. And I don't want that to happen here. I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can without being a jackass.
Thank you for not being a jackass. I appreciate that. Well, Robin, how do you feel right now?
Well, maybe it's fair that Robin's here and she's been your advocate for 7 years. Robin was always, you have no business, you have no right to leave her. She's always advised me that I seek healing in this relationship, and she's still doing it in a way against my wishes. It's like, stop. I have to determine if this is right for me or not. I know you are part of this, and I know you have a covenant inside of this that includes them. But we have to be in a place where I can love her the way she wants to be loved, or she is going to move on anyway.
I think she's been my advocate for longer than that.
According to our religion, sister wives are supposed to advocate for each other. I have always advocated for Kody's relationships with his wives, and I feel like it's very important in order to live through a marriage successfully.
You want something that we can't have together. and we can always have something else.
No
Not
thanks.
that.
Does this make you sad, Robin?
I'm sorry, I know. Move away, I'm sorry.
You take a break. Go take
sorry,
a walk.
I just want to be so
No, okay, go.
too, but I just need to move away.
Okay, go.
I'll just go for a
Okay,
walk.
go.
I can see where they're going with this. And they're both really calm. And that's scaring me. And I just don't know how I'm supposed to sit here and watch them decide if this is what they're gonna do. I don't know if I can sit here with them.
Then go. Don't come back, please. Okay, we have the last segment, the final season finale segment. Okay, the little bit of notes I have here. Okay, Meri says, I probably won't be renewing my lease. I wish it was more definitive, but that's fine. I mean, she didn't end up renewing her lease, but come on, Meri. Stand up to them and just put it in their face. You know what? He said it's over, and so I'm moving on. You're making Kody's words. Oh, the narcissistic manipulator right here. Classic textbook. You're making it about what I said. Let's make it about where we are and not what I said. Can you believe that? I can be as mean and horrible and rotten as I want to you. And you can't turn around and tell me, but you said this to me. We're not talking about the things I said to you. We're here right now. We're present. Oh, unbelievable. It's blame. He's all upset that she's blaming him. He admits he's saying all these things to her. These horrible things to her. And when she turns around and says, you said these horrible things to me, sounds like you're blaming me. Again, the narcissism. The inability to take responsibility. The victimhood. Who's the victim? And then, yeah, the projecting too. Him claiming that she's going to act like a victim. He's scared that she's going to become the victim during the breakup because in a divorce, that everyone has to take on the victim ownership. You know what he's really scared of? He's not scared of her taking on a victim ownership. What he's scared of is when they take on to him a victim ownership, or i.e. when they wake up and see the light in what's going on, they may use their words and reveal to the world all the things that Kody's been saying and doing all these years. And he doesn't want that. He thought he was under the cloak of secrecy for all these years and all eternity. And he could get away with doing and saying absolutely anything. And he can't anymore. And it's driving him nuts. And loyalty is so important to him. And Meri's been the most loyal. Will she still be loyal in a divorce? So far she's been, sadly, but I'm hoping she cracks. All right. And I love, last thing I wrote down, Robin saying, I've always been an advocate for all the wives. In words, not in actions. She'll behave one way. She'll monopolize all his time. She'll make him do all this stuff with her family, her kids, stay away from all of them. But then she'll say, oh, I really hope you guys, your relationship is good. I'm a supporter of that. I am. Yeah. Meaningless. There's no actions to back up her words. And I don't know how much her words even come out when the camera's not running, quite frankly. Oh, she's a piece of work. Oh, I am riled up for tomorrow night. Worked up. Oh my goodness. All right. What have I missed here? I don't know if these show up in order here. on my thing? Okay, let me click on some memberships. I have some more memberships here. We have Knit My Bit. Welcome, big supporter. I think I got these, maybe not. Kimberly Vale, welcome to the Keep the Lights On level. Mama Corpse Maker, welcome to Keep the Lights On. Welcome all of you to memberships. I'm so excited. All right, Elizabeth Murphy. Elizabeth Murphy, who's now a member, says, I feel so tech savvy now. I'm so proud of you. Elizabeth Murphy is not only a member, but this is the very first super that she's put on a live stream. Yes, you're a master right now. Fantastic, I love it. Okay, let me flip back to live chat in order, and then look at this for a few seconds, and then we will hit our last segment. Okay. Angie points out, this is when Meri felt like the last idiot. Yep. Jessie says, 15 years, Meri. 15 years wasted. Yes. Kody needs some gloves. He had the gloves on when he drove up on that four-wheeler. Kathy says, I wish Meri would have said, I am not getting 2 acres and you're cut off from my wallet. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, passing for normal. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yep. It's called Flip the Script. That's right. Yep. Okay. Kathy, yes. She's holding you accountable. What do you think about that, Kody? Don't like it, huh? He and Robin are so vile. Her laughing creeps me out. Yes. Aw, thanks, Scarlett. Exceptionally good. Stop my imitating them. He can't handle the truth. And what? Mama Squirrel. Cloak of Charity. That's right. So true. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna click down here. I don't think either of them knows what advocating means. Not that they can read a dictionary. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the words are just all over the place. Sometimes they're used appropriately. If they really learn a new word and it is used appropriately, it'll probably appear in an interview about 4 or 5 times. Otherwise, if it's just a word he heard on the peripheral, it'll be inserted whenever it seems like it's appropriate. Yes, Kathy, Kody does not want to be exposed. You're absolutely right. Kody makes me so mad. He can't take honest truth. That's right. Advocate from hell. There you go. Absolutely. Advocate. Come on. Kathy's going to need a painkiller after tomorrow's episode. We all might. We might have to turn this into something alcoholic tomorrow night. I don't think we had a drinking word today, did we? I don't think we did. But, oh, her absolute stupidity makes my sphincter tighten. Look at that. All right. It affects us all in different ways. Donna, so late to the chat, signed in, began peeling a peck of apples to get my apple butter started. Needs to cook all night. Can you smell it? Oh, I'm so jealous, Donna. I love apple butter. It smells so good when it's cooking, too. Lynn points out there are 359 likes. Wow, that's fantastic. Wonderful. Love it. Meri should have said, I'm out, suckers. Peace out. That's right. She should have. She should have thrown up the deuces. Yes. Yes. What's up with the Skittles? Oh, we have another member here. Brittany, not Brittany. Hey. Welcome, Brittany, not Brittany. All right. I don't know if I clicked on it. There we go. Appreciate you. Brittany, not Brittany. Brittany, not Brittany. Did you first find my channel here or did you find it through James? Because I know I see you on James commenting all the time. too. I'm wondering if is that how we first met? All right. Christine Stewart wants to know if I think that this move means the season will end. I don't think so. Initially, I would say, yeah, it's all dissipating and that's going to be the end of it. But I know Janelle wants to keep it going. Janelle said that there's still stories to tell here. So if TLC is willing to truck all the way around the country, because they all separated, then maybe it'll just keep on going. I mean, we know this episode's being aired now. And the next episode is mostly shot already. So there's definitely a next year. So we know we'll have one more season after this one for sure. All right. I'm going to load up on the aspirin for tomorrow. Smart. What is our drinking? Whoa, it's jumping ahead. Wait, did I click that? Wait, hold on. I don't like it when it moves. I'm trying to click something. Oh, there we go. What is our drinking word for tomorrow during the premiere? I vote for betrayed. That's a good one. That's my show. That's a good one. Anyone else have another suggestion? Because we could do numerous ones too. I like that. Betrayed. Because you know he's going to be reflecting. Did that show up in the trailer too? I can't even remember now. It's all a blur. I feel like he's such a broken record. Oh, 461 in the chat. That's fantastic. I love you all. Okay. Hi, Jenny and everyone else. Hey, Hillary. All right. Judy Pranky says, I watched Nikki Haverstock too. I love Nikki Haverstock. I think she's great. She's down to earth. Like her. Like down to earth people. Brittany, not Brittany. Jenny, Brittany slays when going live with James. Yeah, Brittany, you got excellent one-liners. You do. Love it. All right. It's like a knife in the kidney. One of my videos got recommended to you under Nikki Haverstock's video. I am glad that they are linking, maybe because I watch a lot of her stuff, that the algorithm will link my channel with people who watch her channel. Because wow. It's like complimenting myself by saying, I feel like we're similar. I want to be laid back and down to earth. I just say it like it is. All right, not too polished over here, but that's okay. Okay, let's go watch our last segment and then move on because we are 5 minutes from 9 o'clock. And I apologize for keeping you a little bit late today. At least it's not a school night. Here we go. The sound is back up. And oh shoot. No. I'm like, why is the sound back up? Because I hit pause as opposed to sound down. All right, a little bit more chat. We still have 2 more minutes of me waiting for commercials. Tracy's fracture. Whoa, jumped ahead again. Tracy's fracture history and more. Loves James too. Culpable. That's a good word. Culpable might come up tomorrow. That could be another drinking game word. We can't have too many because we'll just be constantly waterlogged or flat on the ground by the end of the evening, depending on what you're drinking. All right. Kathy says, I'm sure when I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll come up with a few. Oh, that's funny. I'm glad. Just go back and start watching old Sister Friends videos. Keep yourself occupied until you fall back asleep. Somebody told me I should do a ASMR channel, that my voice is very soothing and people could go to sleep to it. Don't know that that's a compliment, but nevertheless, I do recommend. People say they listen to me and fall asleep at night. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay, Angie and Tim, watch them too. I haven't seen them in a while. I don't know why it hasn't been popping up. I have a couple YouTube channels because I had this one and then I have the other one and then I just sort of have my personal one that I haven't connected anything to. That sometimes if I want to be incognito and like something or comment, I'll go through that channel. So I might not subscribe to him on whatever channel it happens to be on the laptop next to my bed. All right. All right. Scarlett, got a lot of drinking going on here. Great. Love it. All right. That's my shoe. Keep going. It's only 5:56 here. All right. Oh, I think that little emoji is the one that I managed to put in there. I'll get going on getting the emojis for you guys. I hadn't figured it out, but I wanted to put something in there. So I have an angry face and a laughing face, but it's a little cryptic. That's okay. Soothing and sweet. Well, that's nice of you to say. All right. Lori says, my mother would call me at 3 in the morning and say one word and then hang up. Why? I think I missed part of this conversation. Waldo's mom. You listen to James and Jenny almost every night when done for the day. Love James. Love him. Okay. Oh, you agree to the ASMR. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Just my voice. Aw, Caitlin. Welcome. And an SOS supporter as well, which means maybe tomorrow, if not definitely by next Sunday, but if I can figure it out, we'll be streaming together live tomorrow. Okay. All right. This has ended here. So let me start playing the last segment, which I'm sure is going to be a doozy. I mean, certain that it is not going to disappoint. We are at 31:47 for everyone following along visually on your devices at home. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I was quiet. Bye, Robin.
I sit here feeling like it's ridiculous to stay in a duty-bound marriage.
Duty-bound.
I don't think it's fair to either of us.
In so many ways, this moment is just about what we each want, and those aren't the same things.
Mm-hmm.
The hardest thing is accepting that it's not going to go back to a place that works for what you're looking for.
I don't like that he's putting all this on me. And he's also not owning that he just doesn't have the interest. He said it to me in private, but he's still not saying it here. Doesn't mean I'm not mad at you for not giving me what we promised each other.
What you guys say about that?
I walked away because I just couldn't handle the conversation and the direction it was going.
Too hard?
Maybe if I'm there, I can stop him from finalizing it.
So
Maybe
I'll go
if I'm
back.
there, then I can sort of say, well, let's not make any decisions today.
Sorry.
It's classic Robin.
You don't have to be sorry. I left.
Really painful.
I know. And I want to be supportive, so. I don't know. I feel like we just had a breakup conversation.
I'm glad we've gone this long so that we can be friends in the departure.
Are you even accepting that?
What else am I supposed to do with it, Robin?
You've been doing a certain thing for a long time.
I know I have.
Okay.
I'm not gonna force somebody to be with me.
She's done,
who
Robin.
doesn't want to be with me. I'm not gonna make somebody act how they don't want to act.
You know, I get that. I do. But...
And that's not fair.
Oh, the act is easy. The act is easy.
The act is obvious.
Is it really that obvious?
Act is
yes.
Easy? What's the act? What are you saying?
Just performing my duty as a husband.
And I am not going to be a duty.
And it wasn't an act, it was performance. It was performance. It was doing what I was supposed to. I'm sorry to call it an act.
Nobody
Same thing.
wants to be that. And I've experienced it, and it's not fun.
It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with him. Is because he loved his wives. It's not an act. I know he's bitter now. I know he's struggling. So he's going into these weird dark places, but it just so tired of him talking like this.
I'm not deciding that this is over. This is me saying, Mary, what you want
is never going to happen.
Doesn't work. Christine just said, I'm gone. I'm done.
Christine.
And she might not have been wrong, but I was upset because there was no negotiation. It was just all one-sided. I'm not trying to do that, Mary. I'm trying to be fair. I am willing to fake being in love with Mary, doing my duties as a husband, sort of putting up with things that frustrate me so deeply that I struggle to be around her. If I need to, for the sake of whatever, I don't know. I can.
Robin's happiness.
I don't want to, but if you're going to insist, then we will. And she's like, I don't want that.
Why is he saying that he's willing to keep acting when he clearly hasn't been for 8 or 10 years? And also, I wouldn't want him to do that. I've wanted to heal our relationship and even create a new relationship, but I've never insisted on it. I know that you don't feel or consider yourself married to me.
Robin, that's not true.
Kody and I disagree on this, but I don't think that he has.
This is the agreement you required of me in order to get married. This agreement that I gave you, our sacred covenant.
Are you 2 years old?
Was if I'm ever not in love with you, I won't just sit there and be in a pathetic place with you. You made me promise you that.
That doesn't mean the marriage is over. Listen.
What does it mean then?
It's not going to change what our relationship, ours has been for years.
Yes, it will.
Nothing's going to change.
Do you promise?
Yeah.
My intention.
I was hanging on with you.
And I think now you need to let go. It's not fair to either of us.
I know.
It's not fair for me to be alone like I have been for years. And it's not fair for him.
I know, but what about me?
Feel like he has to do a duty.
I don't care what you feel. What about me? Let me hold your hand. It's gonna be okay, Robin.
This isn't what I want.
It's not what I want either, Robin. It's not what I want.
It's not what I wanted either.
Oh. That's unbelievable.
Robin came into our family specifically because she intended to live plural marriage. This appears to be the end of our plural marriage.
I don't think that mine and Robin's relationship will be too much different than what it's been. And also, I need to figure out how to be friends with my ex-husband's wife.
This is goodbye. It was a negotiation that was long overdue. I mean, it's been maybe a wasted 7 years for Mary. I have no idea. But we've agreed now. And I hope she finds peace. Because I will.
He knows how to stick a knife in it and twist.
I always wanted to live plural marriage. I will just continue to spend time on my knees, looking for peace and answers. Because there really is no other choice for me.
You could have been nice to everybody and this would have been different, but...
I'm looking at that mountain and I'm thinking about when we came here.
The trees on it, it's scary. Ew, running in the cesspool.
And we chose, all of us chose, we were so in love with this property and being together out here. I wanted to sit on a porch with my sister wives here on this property with our kids and our grandkids. And Kody running around like he does. And just looking at Bill together and having a family. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Drink.
Next time.
I don't understand how things could not go my way. Things always go my way. What's going on? I don't understand. All right, let's look at the chat. Whoa, the chat's going crazy. Okay. All about Robin. Yep. Festive with prairie dog poop. Yes. On her knees, please. No, we don't need the image. Thank you very much. All about Robin. Yes. So obsessed with the property that you bought $1 million house next to it. That's right. I love that property so much. I would take $1 million into this and not pay off this land. She wants to sit on the porch that her sister wives paid for. Cue the violin. Yes. Is anyone buying this? No, no one is. No one. No one. No one. Me. That's all I hear too. Me. That's really what she said. Translation. Not the porch piece again. Yes. All right, so much in this chat. Yeah, in the end, poor Robin didn't get to experience plural marriage. Never did. All right, you're right, Robin, because now you're only on your knees. You're gonna be on your knees a lot more. Sorry. Knife in the kidney. Glittery sparks. Oh, I like that name. If Meri would have been dramatic, she would have brought up Kody being at Sabin's house. Yep. Meri could have been dramatic in so many ways. So many ways. She could have gone in so many different directions with this. She really could have. Andrew, I'm just so angry right now. Robin's not your friend. She doesn't even call you. That's right. Absolutely. Let her, it's so good that she's away from her now. Robin is not your friend. Please. Please, I'm telling you. Pay attention, please. Oh, goodness. I don't know if I caught you before, Jessica Denham. Denim or Denham? Is it denim, like the jeans? What jeans were those? I didn't even know what jeans they were. Honest to goodness, never even saw him. It was that period of time in my life during that time, like my kids were small. I wasn't like buying new clothes and designer things. I was just trying to make it to the next day. Get through the day in one piece until I could crawl into bed. I didn't have any time for shopping. Diesel jeans, that's it, diesel jeans. Yeah, so is it denim like diesel jeans, or Jessica, is it denim? All right, and Hillary, welcome too. Did I hit Jessica? I don't know if I hit Jessica. And Hillary, very good. Welcome, new members to the channel. I appreciate all of you. This, it has been a lot of fun. I was gonna say, it's been torture. And yet, I was looking forward to it tonight. And it didn't disappoint. Didn't disappoint. Little nervous about next season. I don't know how everything's gonna go in that first half until we get to the second. And then the second half, we're gonna have the downer part of that too. I just don't know. I don't know how the chats are gonna go. I don't know how they're gonna edit it. I don't know. I don't know. But I hope that TLC was able to at least capture enough stuff that we feel like we're seeing a little bit of their true feelings and emotions about things, and throughout the whole season, even about the divorces, not necessarily just Garrison, but like even about the divorces and moving on, like just no more status quo, and talking about how great polygamy has been in their like, maybe it is for some people. I've seen it work for the Darkers. Clearly never really ever worked for the Brown family, but they put on the persona that it did. All right, what else do I have here? The act is easy. Okay, yeah, we went through that already. Let's not make any decisions today. Of course, Kody bringing Christine up again. So upset with her. Christine just said, I'm done. So I got so angry. There was no discussion. I was told what to do, and I didn't have input. I mean, I treated her like crap for a decade, but like, then she just leaves? What? I mean, that's when we should negotiate, and then I'll be like a little nice, and I'll give her some breadcrumbs, and she'll stick around. Like, that's how we do it. You don't just tell me you're gonna leave me. What is this? Yeah. So I'm trying to have that conversation with you, Meri, for 7 to 10 years. He says 7 years. Meri keeps saying 7 to 10. I think the 7 years is how long they've been there in Flagstaff, but the 3 years before that, still nothing going on. And you know what? I think that catfishing was more than 3 years before, so it may be more than 10 years, actually, if you sit down and look at it. I'm not sure. I might be thinking in terms of seasons instead of years, so I might be a little mixed up there because we get a few more seasons in within a year. Or at least we used to. They don't do the half seasons anymore. Now it's just one season. In the wintertime, when everyone else is busy and they're getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything else, that's when they choose to put it on. All right, whatever. I know for ratings, that's the best time, but okay. Kody upset because Robin always wanted a plural marriage and now she doesn't have it anymore. She never did. All she doesn't have is the plural marriage money. That's all that's left. Meri still said I'll be friends with her. She doesn't get along with the other wives. She's never melded her kids and her family with theirs. She's always been separate. Nothing's really changed at all. But, you know, she'll cry and make it all about her. Oh, and then Kody ends it with another dig. I hope she finds peace now, because I know I will. Ugh. It's just unnecessary, you know? Like, okay, maybe it's true. Maybe it's true you do wish her well. Maybe you feel like she's never been at peace because she kept trying to get this relationship back and you were like, I've already shut the door, closed. It's never going to happen again. And she wasn't getting it for a long time. So there was turmoil on your part and her part. And maybe now she can move on and you don't have to worry about appeasing her anymore. And so all is well. But you didn't have to say that. And you didn't have to say it so mean and crudely. Really, all you had to do was say, you know what, I honestly, in my heart of hearts, wish her well. what he could have said is, I did love Meri at one time, but we fell out of love, or I fell out of love with her, and it's not fair to her, and so I want her to have peace. Wouldn't that have been a much nicer way to go about it? I hope she finds peace now, because I know I will. Just, what a smooth talker. I mean, he's the worst. He's the worst. He's the worst. All right. And then Robin ends it with her classic, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, everybody. Heinously pitiful man. Yes. Don't worry about Meri's peace or bank account. Both are bigger than yours, Kody. Yeah, Kody just has to keep inflicting pain on his ex-wives. Yes. Yes. Robin's sincerity overrated. Yeah, no sincerity there. It's all ego, baby. It's all ego. Jerk alert. Yeah, Meri also did tell Robin that she never calls her. Yeah, but she didn't, like, point that out. Like, why are you so upset about all of this? Like, I've been trying to, like, come over and see the kids and see you and have get-togethers for years now, all through 2020 and 2021, and nothing. You've completely cut me out. And yet you're carrying on like a child, crying over the fact that I'm going to move a few hours away into a different city. After I've told you everything else will remain the same. It's crazy. All about her. All about her. Okay. The calculus class was wasted on her. She doesn't understand anything. Calculus class. There's no way she got through that calculus class. Honestly, there's no way. I mean, unless she had Janelle do her homework for her. Oh my goodness. Kody thinks, according to Glittery Sparks, Kody thinks he is elevating Robin by saying he found true love and only fell in love with her. So then he wants to erase 16 years of history. At this point, Logan has spent more time being a dad. Look at that. Isn't that the truth? All right. I get mad how Robin spoke to Christine at the knife and the kidney scene. Yeah, she was so sarcastic to her, wasn't she? She was the worst. And Christine just sat there and took it. And you could tell Christine was like checked out and done. She's like, that was kind of mean. But I don't care. I'm out of here. I don't have to see your face again. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. And why? Because you all are absolutely amazing. This chat rocks. Absolutely rocks. And anytime I need a little pick-me-up, I'll just go find an old chat and start reading through it. And y'all make me laugh so hard. Okay. I'm sorry, Brittany. Both Discovery Plus and HBO are not going to air it until the next day. That's ridiculous. But no cable. And when you have Discovery Plus, you can't log in separately using your Discovery Plus. I guess not, because it's not actually a provider. Boy, I don't know what they're doing. It makes no sense to me. I guess it technically is owned by TLC, but TLC is under the umbrella of Discovery Plus, so I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. It's gonna be crazy, right, Kathy? Cheap Oscar performance. We just witnessed it. Yes. Crazy. Jordache. Now, see, Jordache I remember. Jordache and, was it Chick jeans? C-H-I-C, and it was like cursive on the pocket. I had one pair of Jordache, I did. And then I think I may have even had a pair of Chick jeans, which is amazing because I never had anything designer. I wonder, it must have been around the time I was in high school. Maybe I was using money working at the library to buy them myself. But never heard of diesel jeans. They must have come around later, and by then, I didn't care. I'm happy to go to Goodwill. Happy as a clam. Yeah, Stella. Never heard of them. Never heard of diesel jeans. She's a diesel jeans model. A what? Is that the name of something? Okay. Our quote for the day comes from Buddha. Buddha said it. Buddha said, Buddha quotes, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by having it be shared." I like that a lot. No wonder I saved it. I can cut and paste this. I will put it in the chat for you in case you ever want to write it down and share it. But that's so true. And you know, this is something that Kody could learn, right? He seems to think that he cannot be nice to all of his kids at one time. Or that he could be nice to Robin and nice to his kids. That he could go see them on his own. He doesn't understand. It doesn't hurt you or take anything away from you to be nice to somebody else. To reach out to your children. Costs nothing. Nothing but kindness and niceness, goodness, and all of that makes you feel good inside when you're doing it too. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. So thick up here. So thick. Thank you for putting that into words, Buddha. 1,000 candles can be lit from one candle, and it takes nothing away from that original candle while those are all being lit. And yet, look at the results. Oh, such a good. I like it. Okay. All right, I am going to sign off. Whoops. Love you, sister friends. I'm going to put a little heart back too, because I really do love y'all. Well, we'll do this. We'll do a smiley face with hearts. This was really good. Thank you again, moderators. Thank you for all new channel members. I'm very excited about that. It's a journey we're all taking together. So I have a little grace as I'm working my way through it, but I'm excited that it all worked here tonight because really I kind of got it up and running literally the minute the live went live. And that's why I was like 2 minutes late switching it over from the countdown screen because I was in the other room on my laptop trying to go, how come it's been 24 hours? Not one person? Nobody wants to do it? This must not be working. Oh, it isn't working. I went through my other channel and went, I don't understand at all where I would sign up for a chat. So I think I figured it out. I'm sure not. I'm still not exactly sure what I did, but I'm happy to see you all as subscribers, and I'll see some of you tomorrow, and everybody. Let's all watch it tomorrow, and then we can discuss on Monday. Monday nights are not good nights for me because I oftentimes, I don't this Monday, so I could probably go live this Monday night. Doesn't start, I mean, I don't want to really start that pattern, but I could, maybe we can make it Tuesday in the future. Or maybe start on Tuesdays, I don't know. Monday might be better though, because we're going to want to discuss as soon as possible, aren't we? I think so. I don't know. So much to consider. I'll think about it. So I'll see when we get on here to discuss it and do a live. But I also have to get on right away starting Monday morning making just the video reaction that I'll do to the show and get that edited. So a lot in the pipes. We'll see what I have time for. We'll see. All right. Love y'all. I will see you soon. Have fun watching it tomorrow. For those of you who are, and have fun watching it on Monday for those. Oh, what time on Monday is everyone who's watching it on Monday? Because if I do a live on Monday, I don't want it to interfere with you when you're watching it. Maybe we should just make it Tuesday. Let's just say we're going to do it on Tuesday. There you go. Tuesdays we'll do a live to discuss Sunday/Monday's Sister Wife show. All right. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night and a good day for all of you that are around the country, around